Cobra Kai, 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 Cobra Kai.
Welcome back, everyone, for a very exciting Cobra Kai Season 3 watch party. Netflix has just announced the release date of Season 3. It will be January 8th, 2021. That's a Friday, so get pumped. It's really close. It's going to be here before you know it. They also renewed the show for Season 4, which is being written now. In fact, they're currently outlining Episode 8. This is great news all around. But most importantly, they dropped a new teaser for Season 3. Let's check it out.
What did you think would happen?
Holy hell! First off, the biggest reveal, Miguel wakes up. We always knew he was going to live. What I especially like is how close I came to predicting the moment. Not bad, huh? Another important point. You see this shot? The doctor right here is not Allie Mills Schwarber. I know this was a popular theory, but Allie is not saving Miguel. I also know many will still believe it, but I think it's best to put that thinking aside. Allie may be back in Season 3, but it won't be to operate on Miguel. These fine doctors here will get him back to health and back to karate. After all, this is a show about karate. Miguel always had to wake up, and he sure does have to make some sort of recovery to get back at it. We may have a little further evidence of that. Almost everything in this short trailer is probably from episode 1 or 2. The only exception I can tell is this shot of Tori. This doesn't strike me as Tori just after the school fight. Also, if you saw my recent video, you know that Tori may not appear early in the season. I think this shot is from a little later in the season. Plus, there's a lot of questions on who is behind her. Who is this person? Could this be Miguel? As it turns out, one fan even tweeted the creators to ask. They didn't reply, but you see here, it did get one like. As it turns out, that one like was from co-creator John Hurwitz. Could that be a bit of a clue? This could be mid-season or so with Miguel and Tori back in training. In fact, I think this is a training session in a car wash. One of the writers was recently talking about training sessions in a car wash, and while it was unclear if she was speaking generally or specifically, look at the size of this door. What else would have a door frame like that? I think this is one of these training sessions out in the field where they're learning through a different method. That's what's going on. As for Tori's nemesis, Sam still has a pretty bad scar. One thing to realize about this moment is the wound has mostly healed, but the scar remains. This is important because we know this shot is not the next day. The stitches are gone and it's healed up. When we talk about a time jump in Season 3, this may be something to think about. Clues like this point to some time passage somewhere. Also notice she's wearing a dress here. Specifically, she's wearing a sleeveless dress. Stop and think about this for a moment. She has this scar, she knows she has it, then goes and puts this dress on. Plus, she's taking the bandage off for probably the first time. Do you get the impression Samantha wants the scar to be seen? We know there will likely be a meeting or something to discuss the school fight. I think Sam could be deliberately trying to let it be known what happened to her. She is the victim here. The other shot of Sam is her crying in the hospital. This does appear to be the same elevator as before. Notice she's wearing a purple shirt. This, however, is not this purple shirt from the Season 2 finale. This shirt was torn up and would have been thrown away. This shot is not from Sam's hospital visit. Also, her hair is different and she has an earring up here. She didn't have that back in this scene. This is certainly Samantha reacting to something about Miguel. In this video, I previously talked about Samantha wanting to see Miguel in the hospital. I speculated Carmen wouldn't let her in. The fact that Sam is crying in the lobby area and not in here makes me wonder if that will be the case. The only other possibility is the season opens with some very bad news about Miguel. What do you think it'll be? Robbie's immediate fate is clear. He's arrested and appears to be in juvenile detention. Again, I think this shot is at least from episode 2. In episode 1, he has to be found. So for what it's worth, his hair is at least a little better. I guess getting locked up does help some people. In the end, most people expected this. I believe he will get out somewhere around mid-season, probably when Miguel fully recovers. Hawk has totally beat the shit out of someone. Look at that blood on his hands. That's vicious. He also changed his tattoo. The moon.
Did you get that from me?
Maybe.
Has now become a Grim Reaper. I say badass. Hawk changes his look every season and I like this. Good thing he got rid of that moon tattoo after she took off on him.
And I didn't ask you to do that.
Fun fact, co-creator Hayden Schlossberg revealed that the design of the moon tattoo was deliberately made with the intention of turning it into the blade on a scythe of the Grim Reaper. It was planned all along. As for who Hawk is fighting, I tend to think this is a Cobra Kai sparring match that got out of control. Hawk is showing no mercy and he's learning that inner beast. I'm sure Kreese is proud. I know I am. Speaking of Kreese, how awesome is this shot? First off, this is likely at night. It sure appears to be darker than this shot. Kreese is in his Cobra Kai gi with a bloody face. Who is he fighting? It really has to either be Johnny or Daniel. I will point out the blood on Kreese looks dry compared to the fresh blood on Hawk's hands. This blood is just more red than this blood. Maybe it's looking at it too hard, I don't know. Kreese does look like he's enjoying the moment. Perhaps he showed no mercy to whoever he fought. Maybe we finally get to see the Kreese finisher. I sure hope so. Now the biggest part of this trailer is about Daniel and Johnny. The only line of dialogue is of Daniel saying,
What did you think would happen?
Now I don't think that line is from this particular scene, I can't be sure, but I don't think Daniel's mouth seems to be moving for the words for that to happen. It could still be an ADR or something, we can't just say for sure. Daniel is distraught, Johnny is in jail. Notice that Johnny is wearing the same outfit in jail as he is in this shot. He has a black eye and a bit of a beard. Okay, compared to this shot, how long did Johnny take to grow this? A little while, but also not months. Basically, episode 1 or 2 appears to be a week or two later. I do want to make clear Johnny is the one in jail here. Specifically, he is in a holding cell. That's why there's someone behind him looking at the wall. This isn't some county prison, but down at the local police station after he got picked up. He would probably only be here for the night. Also in this shot, he has the upper scar and still recovering from the black eye, so somewhere he gets this new injury, possibly while in jail. Johnny could get in a fight and then later get arrested while he's at the hospital here. I do think this shot is the next day from that. I'll be back with more on who I think is fighting. We may have some clues. Be sure to subscribe, you don't want to miss it. Have a great day, and I'll see you at the next watch party.
Are you sure about that?